working on Larry.
You're working on Larry?
Or no, sorry, not Larry. Travis. I'm doing Travis's mini truck seats. So I am gluing down leather hides to foam, and then I'm going to start sewing them together. So I got 2 bucket seats that are OEM style, but he is switching it from a bench seat to 2 buckets with a center console. It's kind of cool. We'll probably have pictures about it later. He's got a little single cab pickup, and all Toyota parts are the same from single cab and double cab, so you can actually take and put a nice rolling center console and make it feel a little more creature comfort for 2 people instead of having this little mini bench seat that's not really usable. So we've got Apex leather hides sitting here that we're cutting up and fully marked out, and we're kind of rolling with that. So
You said who?
Apex leather.
Huh. Cool.
Cool.
We are sanding the new gas tank for the 55 belair, and so I am just polishing out the bottom and the sides. Just kind of like we polish the exhaust for the car and other things that will be visible when it rolls up for auction. And yeah, so this is almost done. I've started at 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, and then I'll end in 3 and then throw the buffing pad on and cut it with a buffing compound and a finishing polish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It's gonna be pretty.
How many gallons is that?
I want to say this is a 23-gallon tank. Hey Jeremiah, is this a 23-gallon or an 18?
I think it's 22, 23, something like
22, 23. There we go.
that. It's a guess, but
So what was the secret?
I'm not saying it. Not to you!
oh.
You can see the grain is all going this way, which is good. But I want to get all of those marks out. And yeah.
What are your plans for the week while Eric's gone?
While Eric's gone, I'm going to be finishing up this hopefully today, and then we have some parts coming for the F100. Squaring up the doors, squaring up the hood and the fender. That's all done, so I'm just waiting for some new latches for the F100. Then from there, I'll be helping Jeff when he gets back from vacation with Bert's 40, possibly taking out the front end. We have a replacement distributor coming for that.
Nice. You promised Eric that you would have Bert's car fixed by the time he got back?
I promised that I would help Jeff. Yeah. Yeah. And then as far as that goes, good old Model A. And then helping out with the 32. There again, we've got all the wood that I cut out 2 weeks ago to get ready for the chop. We now have to cut down the wood membrane in there to have it fit to the new lid height, and use some wood glue and some wood pegs and put it back together.
Caught Max in his natural habitat, doing what he does best.
I'm getting rid of the burrs from the perforation.
That's exactly what I said.
Is it? For some reason I feel like it's not. No.
Hey,
What's up? What are you doing?
making music.
How's the chop going?
Huh?
How's this going?
It's gone. I'm burning myself and using metal.
Could you fuse the metal without burning yourself?
If I was smart,
How far have you made it?
I did a bunch of stuff in the GoPro, but I modified that rear window. So like we talked about in the video, we shortened it and then cut some strips so that the bottom of the window kind of sits a little more level with the rest of the car. So I got that all kind of done, and then just now fused it in a little bit, tacking it, making sure all the pinch welds are like nice and flush. So my big concern when I'm welding this is that where we cut all this, it's gonna dip in. So that's gonna get some metal to kind of hold it out, just so it doesn't want to flex in while I'm slowly heat treating it with the welder. But I just tapped it back out, it's nice and flat. So I'm just gonna hold it there with the piece of metal so it doesn't move too much. Big thing of sheet metal is when you're welding on it, it wants to move a lot. There's a lot of heat in little spots. Like, never burn big long beads because you will warp the crap out of it. So like hit one spot and then move somewhere completely different and just keep working my way back and forth, back and forth.
How long do you have to wait for it to?
Until I can touch my tongue to it.
Your tongue? Oh, is that so?
It needs to be cold.
Okay. So your tongue has been on every one of those.
Oh yeah, I've licked the crap out of this
Yeah.
car. Yeah.
That's the devotion we look for here.
So slicing and dicing. The inside of this is where the window comes in. It needs to be perfectly flat.
Oh yeah, I see
So
that.
this side is pretty flat. But now I've got to make sure all these body lines match up. And chopping, and shoving it together. And then once everything looks the way I want it to, then I'll do the final burn in, get everything all welded up, clean it up with the grinder, and then that part is done. He's got the interior moldings. I don't know if we're gonna do those or if he's gonna do it. I guess we'll find out once we're done with this, but chop it, clean it up. Devin will probably redo the wood inside, and then we'll scuff and shoot it with some DP. I know we have a little sheet of brass somewhere. I was gonna throw that in between. So I'm not welding that bar to the C-pillar.
Working on bodywork, prepping, cleaning my board. Getting this fender ready to get all the couple little lows here and there, just getting those worked out. I gotta block out this front area, fit this headlight like I've done that one over there. And then there's a couple little lows down the side, but otherwise it's getting real close. I'm excited. Get to body work all week on one thing. We're all ready to go. Mix up some epoxy. These little spots all covered up, and this Julius is 50.
Nice.
The quarters later this week should be good. I'm hoping it can get polyed the end of this week into next week. It's gonna be close. You want to see the back? Back
I always want to see the back.
uncovered. Back's kind of the same as it's been in a while. I just need to give it a little skim coat of filler on all the edges. I think there might be a low out here in the center I gotta get taken care of, but otherwise it's close. It's close.
Yeah, it looks good. A lot of work.